What it do? Y'all know who it is. Dia McCullum, the best from the West, and a brain full of game. Hey, the topic today is never let someone work harder than you. I spent so many of my years being complacent, thinking I got time to do something when all reality, your time is limited. Not just in your time is limited in what you do, but your time is limited in how long you live. So it's the longer that we try to put things off, the more we just keep being in the same circle, in the same situation that we was before. Never let anyone work harder than you. Whether it's in your job, whether it's in your family, whether it's in your workouts, because whatever you put in is what you're going to get out. And I wish I thought the same way that I think now when I was in my early 20s and 18, but I kept saying, I got time. I spent so many years making other companies money. I spent so many years giving my ideas and training other people to do what I do, not in the workout field, but as far as work, home improvement, sales. And all they was doing was taking what I know and put it in their handbooks, their manuals, and start training other people. And I always tell people this: don't tell everybody things that you know. Because once you teach everyone everything that you know, you become replaceable. Always make sure you leave something back that nobody can replace you. People ask me like, Doug, how do you get so many people? How do you get so many clients and people to train and different things like that? You got to work. I know how to market. I know how to sell. I know how to advertise. And the first thing you got to do is believe in what you do. You have to believe in what doesn't exist. A lot of times people become entrepreneurs because they have a vision. They're not scared to fail. If you're scared to fail, you'll never succeed because you're gonna fall along the way. But it's how you pick yourself up and keep taking steps forward, the progression. So I noticed when I started Burnout Boxing, I knew it would be the process, but it actually took off a little faster than what I expected. But I knew that I had to get the clientele up. I knew people wasn't familiar with my exact program, so it would take a word of mouth. It would take people to keep talking. It would take me to be out in the streets, beating up the streets, handing flyers out to people, talking to people, going inside convenience stores, put my flyers there on Facebook, advertising. A person can see the same advertisement for a month, but eventually this might click. You know what? This dude keep posting that. Let me give it a shot. In order for you to be good at selling anything, you have to first sell yourself. People say, well, Doug, you should never get mad when none of your clients come to show up to work out because they already paid you up front. But you see, that's not my goal. When they pay me up front, that pays for my livelihood. But if they already invested in me, I want to make sure that I invest in them. Because if they succeed, I succeed. If they fail, I fail. So when they come down to sit with me and talk about their assessment, what their goals are, how they want to lose weight, I have to immediately show interest in what they want. And I have to make sure they achieve that goal. But see, I just can't do it myself. They have to do it with me. So the first thing I do is sit down and say, what do you want? What do you need? Okay, let's put a plan together. Let's work together, because you can come here for an hour and a half, but I can't account what you do the other 22 and a half or 22 hours. It has to be your diet plan. You have to be disciplined. You have to come to workouts constantly. The ones that see the results the most are the ones that come frequently. The ones that don't let outside interference interfere with their body. Oh, I'm just too tired today, or I had a bad day at work. You have to overcome those things, because those things will come. Trials and tribulations will come. The Bible says that we shall go through trials and tribulations. We go through them, but we don't stay in them. You have to know how to overcome. You have to embrace negativity, because when you embrace negativity and take it head on, then that builds positivity. I mean, you know what I'm trying to say. It helps you to be positive. And that's what we have to learn to do. So you have to stay diligent in everything that you do. So whether you start your own business, whether you're trying to move up the ladder at your own work, you have to stay active and persistent in what you do and keep believing, keep planting seeds, because when you plant a seed, it don't stop there. When you plant a seed, you got to water it for it to grow. Just because I got 20 something clients or whatever that's on my Burnout Boxing program in a short period of time, I can't stop there. I got to keep building on. And even people that I do have, maybe some of them are fade. I hope to keep everybody, but sometimes life comes at you and people got to move on. But I got to keep people to keep coming. I got to believe in them. So take this word of advice. Use it in your everyday life. Things you don't want to do, if you know you have to do them. Because when you keep putting off, you're going to be in the same position you was last year. And every year you make a resolution to change, but it still keep being in the same position. Also, the Bible says, know them that labor amongst you. Know who your friends are. Everybody wants to be your friend when you have everything, but the moment you start losing things, you know who your true friends are. Know those who are around you wisely. Carefully choose who you be involved with, who you share things with. Be slow to speak, quick to listen. Just because you always know something don't mean you got to talk about it. You got to learn to hush, listen, absorb the knowledge, become a sponge. That's what you have to do. And if you're young, 18, 19 years old, don't worry about the fancy clothes. Don't worry about all that stuff. Learn about establishing yourself at a young age, because all the fancy stuff will be there. But make sure you keep your mindset fresh. Keep staying diligent and persistent. And you got to burn it to earn it. Burnout. And one more thing. Like my page, share my page, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you guys keep this in mind. Don't let it just go in one ear and out the other. Because next thing you know, you be staring 70s right now, 60s, wishing that you could have did this but didn't. Keep your mind right. Peace.